Papaplatte. I mean, what a game this was. Ludwig, maybe you can start and explain your opening choice.
Well, great question, Alex. I do learn from the best, and so I asked for some coaching from the best I know, Hikaru, and he hit me back and he said, Ludwig, you'd be dumb to not go F5, and so I did that through and through, and it just turned out it might not have been the best play.
By the way, Ludwig, I'm going to jump in for 1 second there.
Sure.
Very unfortunately
Sure,
for you.
you don't have to.
Very unfortunately for you, I actually I read out exactly what I wrote you in the DM on the stream as you were moving in the
but
opening.
Hikaru, do you understand that? You know what? 7:37. What time zone are you? You give me at 7:37 a.m. Hikaru. I woke up to a buzz. All right, because I have a special ringtone when you ring. It's the Kim Possible. Dun 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 dun. And I said, all right, I can't ignore this because I thought it might be training. And then you said, no, I can't do training. I'm too busy. You don't have enough viewers. And I said, fine. And so then I look at it and I read it and it's 7:37. It's 7:37. The cutoff is noon. You're not allowed to message any streamer before noon. This is the rule. It's been the rule. Everybody follows it. And so I read it at like 8 a.m. and I thought you said F5 and I was like, oh, that seems dope. That's like a cool gambit.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know what the third move was.
Yeah. It happens sometimes.
Oh man.
Does it happen to you sometimes?
Not really, but I showed this to someone else. So
okay,
you should have watched the video. You should have watched it when I showed Force in this gambit. But nonetheless, what did you think about the opening?
I was like, damn, this dude is dog shit. I am. No, I was like, he put his horses two apart, literally allowing me to pin it. I mean, this is gonna be free. I was like, I wanted to throw for content, but I can't even do it because he's not good enough. And then he brings his queen down, and I'm like, he's even dumber because you're not supposed to activate your queen before activating all your other pieces. And then I don't know, man. I don't know what voodoo magic that was, but that queen worked something pretty.
Papaplatte, that was an incredible queen maneuver. Have you seen this before, or was this the first time and you discovered it during the game?
I discovered it during the game, I guess. Yeah,
I found gravity. Yeah, because I dropped the ball.
Your pieces fell pretty quickly, Ludwig.
Okay, yeah, good with that. Yeah, and then when he blundered his queen, I did not see.
I'm gonna pull up that position on the board. Yeah, Papaplatte, there was a point where he could have taken your queen for free. So Ludwig, did you see it after you made the move?
No. Twitch chat told me. I was because I literally said to myself, well, all he can do here is trade, or he can move up to F7. That's it. That's all I can do. It's F7 or trade queen. And then he did something else, and my first thought was like, oh, I'm stupid. What he did was totally chill. I should have seen that. And then I was just like, all right, what's my counter? Because I had planned it out. I had thought everything through. Here's the thing. Do you know the phenomenon that's called, it's the GM phenomenon? It's where GMs play worse when they don't play another GM.
Okay, that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was watching actually Moist Critical, who he was being coached by someone this morning. I think they're a GM. Or maybe an IM.
Naroditsky, yeah.
Yeah, Naroditsky. And Naroditsky missed a blunder. All right, the enemy team blundered the bishop, and Naroditsky missed it. And Moist Critical saw it because GMs don't see blunders like that. And I think that's kind of what happened to me here today, Alex.
So you're a GM and you didn't see the blunder because Papaplatte is just, an IM over there.
I could not have phrased it better myself.
You're welcome. That's what I'm here for. So Papaplatte, did you see that your queen was hanging after you moved it?
No, I guess not. I still see it now. I don't see it now, I guess.
The pawn would just take the queen.
Oh, shit.
I know. That's what I said. That's what I said.
What the fuck?
Well, okay, let's
see that.
Okay, so I'm gonna just progress through the game a little bit because we were saying how Papaplatte was completely winning. Maybe Ludwig could play very quickly and beat him on the clock, but then Ludwig was actually playing slowly, so we didn't really know what happened there. But all of a sudden, you get into the end game, and there were only 3 pawns versus the rook. Papaplatte, what happened?
Yeah. I misclicked one and then blundered another, and yeah.
Like I get one misclick, but like 7 misclicks in a row.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, 7 misclicks in a row. Yeah,
Just
that's
be
it
honest.
actually.
You did it on purpose to make me feel good about myself. You
Yeah,
wanted to
yeah,
rope me
that's it,
back
yeah.
in the game only to crush my goddamn hopes and dreams.
Yeah, that's it. That was the strat here.
Did you get a little bit more hopeful towards the end, Ludwig?
Yeah, what do you mean? He blundered every goddamn piece he had. He was down to a few pawns. I was like, no way this guy knows how to pawn king push. Turns out he doesn't. So he just abandoned all ships and went to target my rook, which ended up being 5 head af. I feel like I played it Were you guys talking about how masterfully I played it at the end? Because I feel like I almost made a comeback of the century.
Hikaru, I'll let you take this one.
You were always way behind towards the end, but we did have a theory that if you could take all of the pawns and Papaplatte only had a king and 1 rook against a king, that he probably would not be able to checkmate you. But unfortunately, you made this blunder right near the end where you moved your king up, which allowed the king to attack your rook and your king at the same time if we go forward.
Yeah.
And then that was
Discovery
very nice move,
check,
king
discovery
g7.
check.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, actually a misclick.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We got like a world record of misclicks between the two of you guys.
It's too early. It's too early. I'm a PM streamer, late PM.
No, that's fair. Papaplatte, have you practiced king and rook versus king endgames?
No, I actually didn't practice endgame at all.
So you figured out how to checkmate at the end without knowing?
Yeah, I tried something out and it somehow worked. I don't know.
Well, that's very impressive. I think maybe
Queen and a rook, you just walk. It's like so easy. I could have done it too.
Yeah, but I mean, to be fair, there have been several other streamers who, like, even when they end up with like queens and rooks on the board, they don't know the pattern. So to find that pattern without knowing it is quite impressive. So congratulations. That was very, very nice. The finish was perfect.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for coming on for the interview. You know, I'm not going to say it was the best chess I've ever seen, but it was really entertaining. So thank you both for that, Ludwig and Papaplatte. Good luck in your future games.
Thanks very much.
All right. Well, up next, we have Moist Critical versus XQC. This is going to be a very close game because